Hello, my name is Emily Wiley, and I am honored to be sharing my piece, Can't See the Forest for the Trees, Confronting the Challenges of Arden. This work reflects 2 months of dedicated and thoughtful writing that I engaged in for the fall 2021 semester as a part of my first year writing seminar. This course is entitled Women in Power in Shakespeare, and to be frank, I entered the course with minimal knowledge or appreciation for Shakespeare's plays. Other than my love of Lady Macbeth, I was hesitant to enter a class strictly based on Shakespearean language in the Elizabethan age. Yet I was transformed by our in-class discussions. I loved being able to break down the text and understand Shakespeare in a small and intimate setting, one where I felt empowered to make mistakes and learn. That is exactly what I gained from this piece, as I completed 2 papers on this same subject and participated in ample amounts of editing, conferencing, peer reviews, and thinking. This assignment asked us to analyze a speech in one of Shakespeare's plays, and I chose Duke Sr.'s speech in Act 2, Scene 1 in the play As You Like It. This play centers around a power struggle between the elder Duke Sr. and the younger Duke Frederick, as well as the tension between brothers Oliver and Orlando. Several banishments drive the characters into the mythical forest of Arden, and here, Duke Sr. takes a leading role. In Act 2, Scene 1, in particular, Duke Sr.'s overly optimistic perspective on his banishment conflicts with the more pessimistic and moralizing characters such as Jake's. This scene is interesting because there is a direct interaction between humans and nature in the form of the deer. I started the writing process by completing a direct translation of the scene to interpret Duke Sr.'s words in conventional English. While tedious, this process was effective because it helped me to understand each word of the scene and derive my own meaning rather than taking the easy way out by looking in the footnotes or online. I then analyzed my specific speech, scene, and neighboring scenes for context. I wrote and edited an initial first paper on this topic, and later I received feedback and engaged in peer editing. I was able to spend 2 months of dedicated time on this topic, and I eventually finished a second revised paper on the same topic. This time frame allowed me to spend a significant amount of time rereading the play and rethinking the meaning of the scene from several different angles. Some challenges I faced included finding conflicting meaning within the text. By considering many unique interpretations of the scene, at times my ideas seemed to be at odds with each other. However, I learned that these apparent contradictions added more complexity to my reading and better reflected meaning that we find in the real world. There's rarely a clear-cut answer, and often there are multiple ways to confront a question. By spending so much time on a small chunk of text, I often felt that I had hit a brick wall and could not find any more elements to analyze. This writer's block pushed me to find creative solutions and also taught me the power of taking a break from work and returning with a fresh perspective. This essay was meaningful for me because I spent almost 2 months from the first revision of the essay to the final product. I developed an intimate relationship with the play and was able to involve my writing and analysis through persistent rereading and revision. My professor challenged me to not be satisfied with an initial assumption and to push my analysis to the limits. Shakespeare is a wonderful author to do this with because his language and meaning are incredibly complex. I learned that well-fleshed-out ideas take time and that patience is necessary to produce a product that I am proud of. From this piece and my class on Shakespeare in general, I gained the confidence to tackle harder texts. This applies to my life as a student and beyond because I am capable of finding a love for things that seem intimidating at first. While I was initially unsure about Shakespeare, I am now armored with a deep knowledge of one of writing's most infamous players, as well as a love for his cleverness. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy reading my piece.